I walk this earth like a god. I'm gonna step right over you.
For us to handle business on an individual level and be on code. You don't wait on the other person. You got to be on code. Being on code is doing things as an individual, saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do to empower. This is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to do to make sure I'm doing my part of empowerment. Neely Fuller talks about that code all the time. He talks about what a code is. A code is all about doing something that works and not doing stuff that don't work. And family, I want y'all to really grasp that concept. Everything you do, you say, am I going to empower black folks or am I going to disempower black folks? Am I going to empower black people or am I going to strengthen white supremacy? You always ask yourself that. See, the white supremacists, they're very good. The reason why some of those numbers jump up, 70% of cases in Atlanta are black. This is the thing. A lot of that, and this is what they don't tell you, a lot of that comes from immigration. In Houston, too. DC, Atlanta, Houston. Not just major black cities, but notice these cities with a high wave of immigration from so-called third world countries. That's where a lot of these numbers come from. And remember, DC has a lot of immigrants, a lot of black immigrants who come over. Atlanta, there's a lot of immigrants coming to Atlanta from African countries. There are people who have AIDS in other countries who come over here. And what happens, they don't count them as immigrants. When other people come to America from African countries, they just count them as black. They don't count them as something else, or they don't differentiate them. You understand? Yes, Ethiopia, all those Ethiopians who are in DC, heavy. In Houston, you got a lot of African immigrants down there in Houston. Atlanta, you look at Atlanta, you look at those housewives shows, everybody's dating some African dude. On all those shows down there, they dating some African. That's because there's a lot of African immigrants down there. I'm not saying all Africans had AIDS. I don't like to fall into that bullshit stereotype. But there are people who come over. Some of them come over from third world countries, and they count them all in with black Americans. They don't differentiate between nothing. So that has something to do with the high rate being counted. So you got to understand the trick bag. Think about that. See, they're not putting that together for you. Think about that. Man, Houston is full of African immigrants. Houston is full of African immigrants. You dig? Atlanta is too. You dig? That's why they said the epidemic is similar to a third world African nation, because they're letting people from third world African nations come in there. But before you can come to America, they drug, disease, and screen. Do you think so? Somebody said before you come to America, they drug and disease screen you. Dude, do you know there's people that came over here with Ebola? You think they catching everybody? You think they gonna screen and test everybody for HIV? You dig? And sometimes the shit ain't detected in certain tests right away. Eh? Man, I'm telling you, look at the patterns. When you see these waves, there's people ignore the similarities. I know for a fact in DC, there was a wave of immigrants coming over there from Africa, and the AIDS rate was real high reported in DC. They're not letting you know that. They're not showing you the correlation. They're not showing you the correlation. So y'all think about that. Where you said that's some BS I'm spewing? How? No, y'all, somebody blocked them, but no, I would, if I'm saying some bullshit, what's the bullshit? What did I say that wasn't true? Hold on, no. I would like for somebody to tell me to say I said some shit that wasn't true. A real talk charm. She said HIV can lie dormant. Absolutely. What the hell am I saying that's not true? What the hell am I saying that ain't true? You know? Where's the damn lie? Lots of Africans don't have AIDS. Not saying that. I'm not saying lots of Africans have AIDS. I ain't saying that at all. I am not saying that at all. I ain't saying all Africans have AIDS. I ain't saying that. But there's a damn big correlation with people coming over from third world countries that have high AIDS rates, and they're getting over here. If you think that dude with Ebola, because a dude did come over and he had Ebola and they had to quarantine, all that shit. If you think he can get through and others can't, come on, you ain't being real. I ain't implying shit. I'm telling you facts. There are people who come over from third world countries in Africa and the Caribbean, and they come over here and get counted in the black population. These are facts. You might not like the fucking facts, but people come over here and they get counted into the black population. And whatever they bring gets attributed to black society. So they come over here and they got some kind of disease, and those countries, some of those countries do have diseases, unfortunately. That's a reality. Let's stop being dumb. I've been to Africa, love the brothers and sisters over there, but they got countries over there where AIDS is rampant, unfortunately. Did the white supremacists bring that there? Yes, they did. This is why we, black Americans, we get confused, like, what the fuck, who got it? What all this AIDS doing over here? Like, what the fuck? That's why it's so confusing to a lot of us. Like, I don't know, how are these women get AIDS? Well, what women are they counting? They're not telling you that a lot of these are immigrants. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you that. And that's a reality. That's not shade. Nobody's shitting on nobody, but that's a reality. You did? Yeah. And somebody said, well, they check and see if they got diseases. Let me tell you something. Not only can it lie dormant, think about it. If they came over here and they found out that shit, a whole tribe, a village of people got AIDS, they know they just gonna come over here and just get into black society. So what would stop them? You know, let's think about that. Let's put your thinking caps on. They know African immigrants come over here, they're not going nowhere, but they're going to come right among black society. They're going to come right among black society. They know that. They ain't going to really, do they really give a shit? Rudy P. Magic, we talking facts. This ain't no finesse. This is facts, my nigga. We ain't talking, I'm talking facts. Yeah? They ain't going to tell us. Man. Anywhere with a large black male gay population is open to having higher HIV rates. But the women are the ones getting it. This is what they're saying. That's the thing. You're saying gay black men, but the 70%, that's on the women. You dig? The 70%, that's on the women. So explain that. See, that's why the shit ain't clicking in. It ain't making no sense until you start putting your own factors to it. and putting two and two together yourself. You dig? See, what they would do for a long time, they would try to put it on, they would blame down low men, which was another way for them to kind of shit on straight black men. They're niggas who are living straight, but they're undercover, down low gay, and they're really giving women AIDS and all this old shit. You better look into the immigrants that's coming over. You better look in that. That's why they're using terms like third world African country. There's a reason why they're using words like that. There's a reason why they're using words like that. You dig? The women in Atlanta are sharing partners. That's why it's going at them in a higher rate. That could be. That could be. With the down low brothers. The down low thing could be a factor. That could be a factor. But I look at patterns. I look at patterns, and when I see certain cities, they have a high influx of immigrants in black society, then all of a sudden the AIDS rate just coincidentally goes up. This happens too many times to just be a coincidence. If I see something happening over and over again, I don't think that's a coincidence. It's like AIDS in Houston. AIDS was real high in Houston. And Houston is not really known to have a big gay population like that. A big black gay population like that. You dig? All that in. And I look at all that. And every time, from what I've noticed, when there's an influx of immigrants coming into certain cities among black society, all of a sudden the disease rates start going up. Like AIDS and shit like that. I just see that pattern over and over again. You dig? Man. So we got to understand the game for what it is. And the niggas just saying anything in the chat room. That's why I really don't read the chat room like that. Niggas just saying shit just to get a shout out, basically. Yeah, niggas are just saying shit to get a shout out. They're just saying shit to be contrary. You dig? I'm like, y'all can't really refute anything I'm saying, but they're just trolling just to get a shout out. That's kind of some shit niggas do. Grasp that concept. Everything you do, you say, am I going to empower black folks or am I going to disempower black folks? Am I going to empower black people or am I going to strengthen white supremacy? You always ask yourself that. See, the white supremacists, they're very good at thinking like that. They think, okay, if I make this move around black people, am I going to empower them or am I going to strengthen white supremacy?